Hi, this is Stephanie from Dallas. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit about recovery for prevention and specifically with static postures. So many of us have sitting jobs, and so that's really what I'm going to kind of relate this to. And we're going to talk about what we do from a preventative standpoint, as well as what we can do to kind of prevent some of these things. So anyway, when we sit, it's kind of like if I go in and I pull my finger back and I hold it in this position for 8 hours a day, day after day, you can see how you can have problems because this is not the joint's normal resting position. And so many of us do that when we sit. We aren't sitting with good posture, and so it's kind of like similar to pulling my finger back. So when I bring my finger back up, that our body has to recover from that position. And what happens if it doesn't? And then we go back in it, and then we go back in it, and then we do things throughout the day where we're bending and we're lifting. And what happens is it no longer can take that load. It can't take the load. It's not recovering between the loads, and you end up having problems, and you end up start to have pain. And this is what happens to a lot of people that come through my office. And so what do we need to do to prevent some of these things from happening? Well, first of all is we got to make sure from a sitting standpoint that we have a better posture. So there's things called a McKenzie lumbar roll that you can put into your back to really make sure that your back is in a much better position. Because if we can get it closer to a normal resting position, then you're not going to have as many problems. The other thing is if you are sitting in those poor postures, or you're out in the yard working and you're bent over for long periods of time, in order to offset some of that, we've got to actually go and bend backwards to kind of offset some of that. Our body's meant to move. So if you're doing a lot of things where you're in a bent position, going in the opposite direction to kind of offset that bent position is also going to help. So doing things like standing and bending it backwards, or lying on the ground and doing some press ups and bending it backwards is also going to help prevent you from having problems like this. The other thing is getting up and moving. Our body is meant to move. So if you can get up and start moving around, or going out and exercising, these are also things that will help prevent some of the occurrences, specifically with sitting or having a sitting job. So these are all things that can help prevent you from having some of these injuries. The other thing that I always talk about, and I'm big on nutrition because nutrition is the foundation of everything, but you also can have, just like when I talked about the car. If you have a car and you put bad oil in the car, and or you don't replace your oil in the car, it doesn't matter how much gas you put in it, that car is going to eventually break down. And those phytonutrients and those vitamins and those minerals that we get from plants really helps for our body to recover faster. So these are also things that you can do to help prevent some of these injuries that are happening, specifically with a static positioning. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the information that I gave you today. And if you have any questions or you want to learn something, please reach out to me. I will come up with some information, or I'll find someone that can come up with some of the information. Please share this with anyone. I hope you enjoyed the information. Thanks.